vibe coding for the family dimension. I am going to talk about something that almost no tech podcast talks about. Family. The people who are sitting in the next room while you build, the children who are watching you stare at a screen, the partner who is waiting for you to finish one more feature, the parents who call and you say, "I will call you back," because you are in the middle of something. Family. The reason you are building, and often the thing that gets neglected while you build. I am a mother of 4. My children are my why. Everything I build is ultimately for them. The apps, the revenue, the ecosystem, the community, all of it exists so that my children can have a better life, so that I can pay their school fees, so that I can show them what is possible, so that I can leave them a legacy. But here is the paradox. In building a better life for them, I sometimes forget to be present in the life they have right now. Let me tell you about a moment that changed me. I was deep in a build. It was a Sunday afternoon. I had been working for 6 hours straight. My youngest daughter, who was 7 at the time, came into my office. She said, "Mama, will you play with me?" I said, "Not now, baby. Mama is working." She said, "Okay." She walked out. She closed the door quietly, and I kept building. 20 minutes later, I got up to get water. I walked past her room. She was sitting on her bed alone, drawing, and she had drawn a picture of our family. Her brothers, her sister, and in the corner of the picture there was a small figure at a desk with a laptop. Above the figure she had written, "Mama is busy." I stood in that doorway and my heart broke. Not because she was sad. She was not sad. She was just accepting. She had accepted that Mama is busy. And that acceptance was worse than sadness, because it meant she had stopped expecting me to be available. I picked her up. I held her. I said, "Mama is done working. What do you want to play?" She looked at me surprised. Then she smiled the biggest smile, and we spent the rest of the afternoon together. I did not build anything that day, but I built something more important, a memory, a moment of connection, a feeling of being chosen over a screen. That moment taught me something that I want every builder to hear. Your children do not need you to build a perfect app. They need you to be present. Your partner does not need you to build $1 million business. They need you to be present. Your parents do not need you to be famous. They need you to call them back. Presence is more valuable than any app you will ever build. And presence cannot be automated. It cannot be delegated. It cannot be outsourced. It is you showing up fully, in the moment, without your phone, without your laptop, without one eye on the screen and one eye on your child. I know this is hard. I know the tension. You are in the middle of a build. The AI is finally understanding what you want. The feature is almost working. You are so close, and someone needs you. And you think, if I stop now, I will lose the thread. I will forget where I was. I will have to start over tomorrow. So you say just 5 more minutes, and 5 minutes becomes an hour, and an hour becomes the whole evening, and your family goes to bed without you. I have been there many times, and I have learned that the thread does not get lost. You do not forget where you were. The AI remembers everything. You can stop right now and come back tomorrow and pick up exactly where you left off. The app will wait. The feature will wait. The bug will wait. Your children will not wait. They are growing, changing, becoming different people every day. The 7-year-old who wanted to play will be 8 next year. And she will want different things. She will not draw pictures of Mama is busy forever. She will eventually stop asking. And that is the day you do not want to reach. So I developed rules for myself. Rules that protect my family from my building and protect my building from my family. Because the truth is, both matter. I cannot abandon my building to be with my family. The building is what provides for them, and I cannot abandon my family to build. The family is what the building is for. I need both. And balance is not about equal time. It is about full presence in whatever I am doing. Rule 1 is clear boundaries. I build during specific hours, 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Before 7:30, I am with my children. We eat breakfast together. We talk about the day. I help them get ready for school. After 7 p.m., I am with my children. We eat dinner together. We talk about the day. We read. We play. The laptop is closed. The phone is in another room. Those boundaries are non-negotiable. Not because I am disciplined, because I know what happens when they blur. The building bleeds into family time. The family time becomes half present, and both suffer. Rule 2 is honest communication. I tell my children what I am building, not in vague terms, in terms they can understand. I am building an app that helps people learn about money. I am building an app that helps daddies spend time with their children. I am building an app that helps people in Kenya sell their products. When they understand what I am doing, they feel included. They are not just waiting for mama to finish working. They are waiting for mama to finish building something that helps people. That understanding changes how they experience my work time. It goes from mama is ignoring me to mama is helping people. Rule 3 is involvement. I let my children participate in my building. Not the technical parts, the creative parts. I ask them what color the app should be, what the character should be named, what the welcome message should say. My daughter chose the color scheme for Smart Investor Leader. She said, "Mama, I like blue. It looks like the sky, and the sky makes people feel calm." So I used blue. She was 8 years old, and she contributed to the design of a financial education platform. And every time she sees the app, she says, "I picked that color." That is her app. She is part of what I build. And that inclusion makes her proud of my work instead of resentful of it. Rule 4 is quality over quantity. When I am with my children, I am fully with them. Not half on my phone, not glancing at my laptop, fully present for 30 minutes, 1 hour, whatever time we have. But that time is pure. No distractions, no screens, no building thoughts, just me and them. And I have found that 30 minutes of full presence is worth more than 3 hours of half presence. My children can tell the difference. They know when I am really there and when I am pretending to be there. And what they want is not more time. They want real time. Time where I am actually with them. Rule 5 is teaching them what I do. I do not hide my work from my children. I show them. I explain it. I let them watch. And I let them try. My 11-year-old daughter built her first app by sitting next to me and describing what she wanted to the AI. An app to track the books she reads. 30 minutes. Done. She was a builder at 11 without writing code. And the look on her face when she saw her app working was the same look I had when I built my first app. Joy, pride, possibility. She now knows that she can build. That knowledge will shape her entire life, and it came from me letting her into my world instead of keeping her out. Rule 6 is building for them. Every app I build, I ask, how does this serve my family? Smart Investor Leader teaches financial literacy, which will help my children understand money. 7D Dad helps fathers be present, which will help my husband be a better dad. 7D AI Academy teaches people to build apps, which will help my children learn to build. Fête de l'Enfant helps parents find activities for children, which will help me find activities for my children. Every app is connected to my family, not as an afterthought, as a design principle. When I build for my family, I am building for every family, because every family has the same needs: connection, education, health, growth, purpose. My family is not unique, but building for my family makes the apps genuine because I am the user. I am building something I actually need, and that authenticity shows in the product. Rule 7 is modeling. My children are watching me. They see me work hard. They see me struggle. They see me fail. They see me try again. They see me build something from nothing. They see me turn an idea into a real product that real people use. That is more powerful than any lecture about hard work or persistence or creativity. They are watching me live it, and what they see becomes their normal, their baseline, their expectation for what is possible in life. When my daughter sees me build an app in a day, she thinks that is normal. When my son sees me launch a business from my laptop, he thinks that is normal. That normalization of building and creating an entrepreneurship is the greatest gift I can give them. Not the apps, not the money, the mindset. I also want to talk about the guilt, because every builder who is also a parent knows the guilt. The guilt of choosing the screen over the child. The guilt of being mentally absent while physically present. The guilt of missing a moment because you are debugging a feature. I have felt this guilt deeply, and I want to tell you what I have learned about it. Guilt is not a sign that you are a bad parent. Guilt is a sign that you care. If you did not care, you would not feel guilty. You would just build and ignore your family without a second thought. The fact that you feel guilty means your family matters to you. So do not let guilt destroy you. Let it guide you. When you feel guilty, it is a signal that something is out of balance, that you need to close the laptop, that you need to be present, that you need to reconnect. Guilt is not a verdict, it is a compass. And if you follow it, it will lead you back to your family again and again. And each time you come back, you strengthen the bond. And each time you strengthen the bond, you have more reason to build, because the building is for them. Let me share one more story. My son, who is 9, asked me one evening why I work so much. I could have said to pay the bills, or to build a business, or because I have to. Instead, I said, because I want to show you that you can build anything you imagine. You do not need to wait for someone to give you permission. You do not need to wait for someone to hire you. You can create something from nothing. And I want you to see me doing it so that when you grow up, you know it is possible. He looked at me for a long time. Then he said, "Okay, Mama, keep building. But can you build a game for me?" I laughed and I said, "What kind of game?" He described it. And that evening, instead of building for my business, I built a game for my son. It was simple, a character that jumps over obstacles. But it was ours, and we played it together. And he said, "Mama, you are the best builder in the world." And in that moment I was. Not because of my apps, because I was present, building with my son, for my son. That is the family dimension of vibe coding. Not building instead of family. Building with family. Building for family. If you want to learn how to build apps while being present for the people you love, join me at 7D AI Academy. We believe that the best apps are built by people who are grounded in real life, real relationships, real love. Search for 7D AI Academy online and start building today. I am Smarty, and this has been episode 9 of Vibe Coding with Purpose. In the next episode, we are going to talk about the social dimension, how to build apps that create community, and why community is the most valuable feature you will ever build. See you there.